Citizen Guardian. A Fishes and Lows Life. My Aussie Garden and Kitchen. Dusty Data. Garden State Gardener. NASCAR Nana Gang. Ginger Ninja. Gray Man Prepping. Buttercup. Viper. Bob 942.
Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of White Family Farm. How's everybody doing this morning? I know it is early. It is really early for me. I had a hard time sleeping last night and I couldn't get up. I had a really hard time sleeping. So, how's everybody doing today? We have a couple new members of the Poop Troop I wanted to go over with you. And the first one is Mama Bear Prepping, and the other one is Gardener Josh. And they decided to join the Poop Troop just a couple of days ago, and I haven't added them to that fancy video yet. So, super cool, right? Yeah, I think so. So, a couple other things that are going on, obviously we have the Poop Troop. You can join for 99 cents a month, and you'll get awesome emojis and pictures of our farm and stuff that nobody else can see. And then, when is it? I think I put it down for July 8th at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are having a members only chat. So that's going to happen. And what else is going on? Oh, dude. I am so tired. Hey, Viper. What else? Oh, we sell CBD oil. We sell lots of CBD oil. The link is also in the description if you are interested. Yeah. So I've been doing really good on my diet. I have cheated just a couple of times in the past 3 weeks. I have done really good. I'm not sticking to just one diet. The keto diet is not something that's extremely healthy for you. So I am doing some carbs, just not the bad ones, like breads and pastas and, all that kind of stuff. So I cut that out and I'm eating healthier, eating more salads. If the opportunity arises and like there's a cheeseburger or something like that, I'm eating it without the bun, so no buns, and stuff like that. So I've been doing this for the past 3 weeks. I've also been doing the keto Slim Fast Shake, which has 0 sugar in it. And it's really been working out for me. I don't really know how much I've lost. I don't have a scale in this house. That just kind of sucks. But I've lost, but I don't know exactly how much. It's not pant sizes or anything. Not yet, anyway. So I'm working on that. My snacks consist of like cheese and pepperoni, and then you guys have been seeing my pictures. I'm doing the pickle. I'm putting like bacon and turkey on that, stuff like that. Yesterday we went to Cracker Barrel for lunch and I ordered a salad, but it was the most disgusting salad I have ever had in my life. Not gonna lie. I avoided the breaded chicken and got grilled chicken. The chicken was gnarly and disgusting. The salad had the ends in it, like the ends of romaine. It had that chopped up in there and it was like disgusting. It was just really gross. Raw bacon bits on it. It was just like clumped together. I was so disgusted. And typically I'm not one to complain at restaurants, whatever, but that was like seriously the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life. So we won't be going back there for a while. And it's the same place my mom always goes to. My mom's like a big Cracker Barrel fan because it's like 5 minutes from our house. And she'll go there and get their fish dinner all the time. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, if they can't put together a salad, just what exactly is she eating in that fish dinner? Because that makes me want to barf. So we don't really eat out that much. And I've been obviously avoiding fast food, stuff like that. So that was the first time we ate out in a while, and it was pretty gross. So we got Courtney's husband in here. We got Rebel Canners. Good morning, Rebel. How are you doing this morning? If anybody has any weight loss stories, please come up. Make it a weight loss story. I would love to hear from you. See how you're doing on your journey to weight loss. I'm putting the link in the chat. If you're having difficulty with something, please confess. Come up here. Tell us what you're having issues with. I know I'm having issues with ice cream right now. Not gonna lie. It's just like it's summertime, so it makes it real easy to like want to go out and have some ice cream. But we haven't done that. And the other day I went through the drive-thru and I got my husband a flurry and my son a milkshake, and I didn't get anything. So that worked too. But yeah, so if anybody wants to come up, you can. It's up to you. I know Viper will be heading off to work here soon. But yeah, so that was my typical weight loss story is I'm not gaining any. That or very little. Oh, well, that sucks. I wish my metabolism was fast. Mine is slow. But, I'm working on it. Hopefully I can speed up my metabolism with low carb, healthy eating and salads. I really do like salads, and it's a perfect time of year to eat healthy because it's summertime. And so that's what I've been doing. I'm sorry. I'm so tired, guys. I woke up at 6, couldn't go back to sleep, laid on the couch, finally dozed off. When I dozed off, then my husband's yelling at me. And then my alarm went off. I feel unprepared today as well because I didn't have Mama Bear, Gardener Josh on my video, and then I still haven't. I took down my Camp Fatten Family Compound sign from Wednesday, so I'm gonna fix that. We are finishing up prepping month here. Prepping month with Southern Ohio Prepper Dave on Wednesday. After that, I don't have anybody scheduled because I don't know which direction I want to take my Wednesdays. So what I'm thinking about doing is just doing a garden show on Wednesdays. I'm not sure yet. I've done that in the past before I had guests. So I'm thinking about doing that and garden talk and filling in with that. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. Next week is not Dave. I'm like running behind. Next week I'm having Disabled and Prepping. So excited for that. I'm having Dave at the end of the month. I'm finishing up with Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping. But next week I am having Disabled and Prepping. And I can't wait to have her on the show because she's very knowledgeable with people with disabilities and the prepping times and stuff like that. And it'll be very helpful for people who can't move or can't do things and they want to prep, but they're having a hard time doing it. So I can't wait to have her on the show. Finishing up the prepping month with Southern Ohio Prepper. It's really important to be aware and be prepared. So that's why I put together a prepping month to educate people. And I did Mama Bear and I did the Broussards, started off with the Broussards, which they also are preppers. And then Broussard's Mama Bear, Disabled and Prepping, and then finishing up the end of the month with Southern Ohio Prepping. Can't wait. I don't know what's in store for me coming up, especially in the month of August. It's going to be really, really busy. So I'm going to probably cut back one of my lives. I'm not sure yet. Haven't figured that out. When I do, you guys will be the first to know. I plan on doing more videos. That was the goal for the year anyway, is to make more videos. So you'll be seeing more of my videos. I have a lot of Shed Wars videos, but not a lot of views on them, which, you know, it is what it is. I really like Shed Wars. So, you know, we'll see how that's going to go. We did our first weigh-in. You are what? I am what? I'm so confused. We did our first weigh-in. Our first weigh-in, or not our first weigh-in, our first cherry picking weigh-in. I am behind on my watching because I'm moving. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Moving is tough. I've been there. So we did pick cherries. Our 2 cherry trees at the end of our drive are doing fantastic. I was out there the other day just eating them. The birds haven't eaten them yet. So we picked like a half a gallon size bag of cherries and we put them in the freezer. And then the other 2 cherry trees have a fungus, have something wrong with them. So we spoke to Howie from Food for Forest Permaculture, and he told us what to do to spray that copper fungicide on them at the end of the year, and that will help them in the spring. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, but our other cherries are just wonderful. It's the first time this year, the first time since we've been living here, that the cherries on that one tree have just been super edible. And we got them before the birds did. Pretty cool. But I would like to thank everybody for showing up. And I'm going to give it a few more minutes. If nobody shows up, I'm going to close the chat. We got a lot going on today. It is Father's Day weekend. Yay! Congratulations to all the fathers and happy Father's Day. And I'll still be going live Sunday and Monday because it's not till later. So it'll be fine. So lucky to have a garden. Yes, yes, yes. I get it. You're fine, Viper. Yeah, we are lucky to have a garden. We know firsthand how lucky we are. We lived in the city for 10 years and we couldn't grow anything in our backyard. Nothing. I tried growing irises. I tried growing peonies. I tried growing various types of shade plants. Nothing grew back there. And I was very upset. And then we moved here, and our garden, we first started off with like a little square, and then it's just expanded and expanded and expanded. Yesterday, we went and got rabbit poop, which hopefully we'll be getting rabbits. A friend of ours sells or has show rabbits, and I told her, I said, she calls them if they're not perfect. So because they are that fancy. But I would like to have some rabbits just for the poop. So she said, but in the next couple months, when she has some more rabbits, that she'll let me have some, and I'll start filling my rabbit hutches and start feeding them, and so I can get some poop. A rabbit poop is probably the best thing for your garden. One of the best things. It's cold compress, so you can put it directly on your garden without burning up anything. So It is. It's garden gold. It really is. So yesterday we had a trailer full of it. My husband, and I both, put the rabbit poop on the beds, particularly the one with, um, the peppers. The peppers are just not doing what I thought, man. Just not growing. So, um, we put all the poop on that bed. Hey, Ark Wildman Survival, thank you for coming in. Yes, Viper. You cold pressed poop is probably the best for your garden. You don't want it. You can use chicken manure, but you just have to wait longer. And chicken manure is very great for your garden. It can grow some giant plants. It's just you have to wait so long. You have to wait at least a year before you can use it. Yep, true that. So, what we plan on doing is we have a rabbit hutch inside the garden. So I plan on putting the rabbits in there, and then I plan on putting buckets underneath them. And then that way, we can collect the poop and put it directly on the garden. That's the plan anyway. I still have some other ideas coming up and some videos and stuff. So, I have some chicken poop tea that I made earlier with the poop scoop video. And then I also made a tea out of banana peels. So I plan on using some of that too. I haven't figured out when, and I got to dilute it down and stuff like that. So we got to figure that out. But yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I know a lot about poop. So that I thought that was cool. So I got some of those teas and stuff I'm going to try in my garden. My Hubbard squash, or not Hubbard squash. Wow, I have Hubbard squash on the brain. Mainly because Hubbard discovered the town that I'm in. So I thought that I just had that on the brain. No, I have butternut squash coming up, and it's in the garden, and the leaves on it are so healthy right now. It's just so cool. Like, I'm so excited. Also, my pumpkins are another one that's looking pretty healthy. The zucchini, not so much. It still has the white powdery mildew on it, which I think I'm just going to put some milk on it and see where that goes. For those that don't know, that weren't updated, my carrots are doing great. I'm a little disappointed in the Wide Family Farm Carrot Challenge. We got that coming up July 1st, and I have not seen any carrot videos, just the ones in the beginning. And it's kind of sad. I haven't seen any videos. It's not connected with Shed Wars in any way. It was just something that we wanted to do. So I'm hoping that the people that signed up for it in the beginning, that I did a shout out video for, participate and grow a carrot. I pulled one carrot. This was the one that I grew. My husband has a special one, a special area for his garden, or for his carrots. Yeah, we're getting rain right now. It's supposed to rain all day. He found that. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I guess, yeah. He founded Grandma. Yeah. Okay. But let's see. Where was I at? Oh, yeah, the carrots. I pulled a carrot the other day just to check and see where I was on that. And they're beautiful. I just have to wait a little bit longer. And they're just beautiful, like straight as an arrow carrots. And I knew that bed would be perfect for carrots because we had prepared that bed. Now I got some carrots in the other end, and the greenage is not so hot. It's not so fluffy. So we'll see. I planted Danvers in the front bed, and they're doing really good. Carrots and lettuce do well in super loose soil. Yeah. So yeah, my one beds are doing great because that soil is beautiful. It's just the new ones that we did this year, the soil wasn't so superb. It wasn't so great. So yeah, so we'll see how anything in those beds are really going to do. So far, it's the onions that are doing fantastic, and they really like it. It's been years since I've ever eaten anything fresh from a garden. I can't imagine the great taste of everything you're growing. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And in fact, up until last year, a couple years ago, we grew carrots the first year that we planted a garden. We were like, I want to grow these, right? And I was surprised because we learned how temperamental carrots are. And I didn't think that they were actually going to grow. So in the first year I planted these kaleidoscope carrots, and they were all different colors. This is my first time, eating the purple and the red and the white. And I tasted it for the first time. It was completely different than what you tasting in the store, which blows your mind. So that's one thing that kind of surprised me. But yeah, so the goal this year is to, eat healthy and eat the stuff out of the garden and just be healthy. I'm really, really, really trying hard to eat really healthy. It sucks when you don't get what you pay for with soil. It looked okay until it rained on it. Yeah, but that's okay. We can adjust the soil. That's not a problem. It just takes longer. We put rabbit poop on it, and we got some adjustments, and not everything is perfect, especially when you have a garden. Anything can happen at any time. So it's not perfect, but we're getting there. And our beds that we had that we already amended, and we always throw eggshells in the other beds and rabbit poop and stuff. The one beds that I'm growing my carrots in are just, that soil is absolutely perfect for everything. It's perfect. So I planted some carrots in there. Good morning, Gardener Josh. Poop Troop. Member of the Poop Troop, Gardener Josh. Poop poop. So yeah. It's the beds aren't great, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And next year they'll be perfect. I'll put eggs in there. I'll put, compost in there. We'll put the rabbit poop in there. Hopefully I'll get some more rabbits, and we'll have tons of rabbit poop, and we'll have a good, healthier garden next year. Everything, it's not perfect. However, the stuff in the ground and the beds that we have around the actual in the ground garden, everything's perfect in those beds. Perfect. The soil's perfect, everything. Not too far from my house, there is a place where they grow vegetables in the ground, and the soil is black as night. It's really dark soil, and they grow in the ground. And every time I drive, they call it the muck. I think at one point in time it was a swamp area, and it's not so swampy, but it has this beautiful dark soil, and they grow vegetables all over, and it's super cool to see. Yeah. And it's not too far from my house, and I think you can buy some of the soil if you really want to. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on it or anything. My hair is driving me nuts today. It's like raining out, so my hair is just like doing whatever it wants. So yeah, we worked. Yeah, it does. It takes a long time to build. You're right, Gardner Josh. And we had built it over the winter. That's what you really want to do. So you want to put your compost and everything in there in the wintertime, let it sit. And in the spring you'll have, awesome stuff. But we didn't have that opportunity with the new beds. We built the new beds, in the spring. So we'll see. We'll see how things are gonna go. And I'm not too disappointed. We're not new at this, but we're new at growing certain things. I've never grown the pumpkins, the sugar pie pumpkins. I've never grown squash before. And that's another thing too, is we look at the garden and we're like, it looks so like small, like there looks like there's not anything there. And it's because we grew bigger things, bigger plants, like the squash and the zucchini and stuff, and it needs bigger space. So we left it to 1 to 2 of those. So when you're looking at it, it doesn't look like there's not much there. But as soon as the squash and the pumpkins start taking off, I'm sure the beds are just going to get, they're going to look riddled with plant life. I don't really know if anybody knows or not, but do you guys know if we have a vine borer in Ohio? I don't know if Tammy knows if we have vine borers up in this area or even in Michigan, because we lost birdhouse gourd and it looked like we lost it to a vine borer, my husband said, but I was well aware, I thought that vine borers were only in the South. So I'm not really sure if we have that problem or if like a bug or something ate it that wasn't a vine borer. I don't know. My friend's grandmother had a black dirt that was never touched behind her garage since the 30s or so. We grew a plant in no time. This was back in 2005. Yeah. The muck, that they call it, they grow all different kinds of stuff. And they have like missionary work, and they have migrant workers, which I'm a huge supporter in migrant workers, you guys. Huge supporter. Migrant workers, I haven't seen vine borers in a few years, and those were on ships and plants. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't think we had vine borers up here. I'll have to do some more research. I'm usually like, along with the garden, I'm like a bug aficionado because I like to look at the bugs in my garden and check them out. However, I was really, really, really happy to see, I saw a ladybug on my rhubarb, which means that the ladybugs are doing their job. And I haven't seen a ladybug in a long time. If you see a ladybug, that means that you have aphids, because ladybugs like to eat aphids. So I thought, I don't want to waste my money, but I thought about buying some ladybugs to release in the garden. I just don't want to waste my money, because a lot of people say if you don't have the aphid life and you don't have all that, they'll just fly away and go somewhere else. So I don't want that. But anyway, yeah. So not too far from me is the muck, and they have migrant workers that come in every year and they work the fields. And then, they have a missionary work in a church there, and it's actually kind of cool. I like driving through there. It's a really cool part of the area. So ladybugs are my favorite bug. Yeah, it's all, well, if you see a ladybug, it's really good luck. My grandmother always used to like have a ladybug in the house. Just one, not like, the Asian beetles that get caught in the windowsills. It's totally disgusting. But no, she always had like one ladybug. I remember I'm like, oh, grandma, I'm like, you got a bug. And she's like, yep, that's a ladybug. She's like, it just sits on my house plant. It's like, oh, that's so cute, Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't want to release Asian beetles. I don't like Asian beetles, for one. I don't like the way they look. I know they aren't good because they bite. But I definitely don't want to release those. If anybody has a legit site that you can order ladybugs from, let me know and I'll check it out. Yeah, I just hope we don't have vine borers because that kind of concerns me. Like I said, I thought they were only in the south area. I didn't think they were up here because I didn't think they could make it through a winter, but our winter was kind of mild too. So maybe they're starting to migrate up here. I don't know. One thing that was also concerning is a while back, I think like last year or something, um, people were really, really concerned with the spotted lanternfly. And it was brought over on a ship and it will like decimate fruit trees. And they're seen in Pennsylvania and they were having like a huge issue with them. And we don't live too far from Pennsylvania. We probably live about an hour away from PA. So I was concerned with that. I'm like, we're kind of central to everything. We're like a couple hours away from West Virginia. We're an hour away from PA. New York is not that far. Not New York City, like Buffalo, New York. Canada is not that far away. We're kind of like centralized here. But so I was really concerned about getting that spotted lanternfly because, we have all these fruit trees, and stuff like that. But I haven't heard anything about it yet, being in Ohio. So far, it's just in PA. I'm 3,000 miles away from Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I can tell you, Viper, is to just pick up and go. Get an apartment out there and pick up and go. And then once you're there, find a house. And, who knows, in a year, you could find a house. So that is my suggestion to you. Then you're already there. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I love Tennessee. I loved that area. I used to live on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump right over. And Clarksville has some really nice areas. And the highway was beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. Everything is beautiful in Tennessee. It really is. But so this last Wednesday, we had Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound, and he told his story. So if you guys get a chance, if you weren't there for that, to check that out and watch that live because it was really interesting. He has lived a really awesome life and knew famous people, and it's just really fascinating, his life. So we did that. And then this Wednesday, I'm doing disabled and prepping. And, there's just a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of fun. I am so tired, you guys. I have Instagram. It's Wide Family Farm on Instagram. And then we have, I have my own, and it's Courtney Garden Slayer. You can check that out. And I also have Facebook. And since I know you on YouTube and I know it's you, you can invite me on Facebook. Just say, hey, it's me. Yeah. Oh, okay, Viper. Well, have fun at work. But yeah, you can check me out on Instagram too if you want. Yeah, I wish you could share pictures and stuff on here but it would probably make YouTube go crazy because, that's just the way it is. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay, sorry, my microphone was going crazy. But I am Can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can anyway. I can't even hear myself. I hope to get a new microphone here pretty soon for this setup because this microphone hums and I think it's creating a lot of feedback. So check out a studio mic for in here. Like I said, July 8th is the membership chat, and I'll be doing a giveaway. That is the plan anyway. And yep, dude, the time will never be perfect. Never. Don't wait. If you hate living where you live, just go. Pack up your stuff or find an apartment real quick, a cheap apartment. It has to be, you know, and just think of it as, oh my gosh, Gardner Josh, you are so nice. The people of this community are so freaking nice. Thank you, Gardner Josh. That is super nice of you. I appreciate it. Not only are you a member of the Poop Troop, but that's amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can see that coming through, but that is hilarious. The little zombie guy. I had issues with spammers, right? So I was like, I can't do this on my own. I'm like, I have a lot of wrenches, right? But I mean, these spammers were so hardcore. Not everybody could delete them all, you know, and it was horrible things that they were saying. So I went and me and Viper went into Nightbot and I set it up. So when somebody gives me a donation or something, the Nightbot thing comes up with support, blah, blah, blah. It has like a little zombie thing in the camera. And I thought that was kind of cool. But there are specific words that I threw in there that the spammers were using. And I put that in the Nightbot. So anybody that says that in the comments section, it'll immediately get taken out and you won't even see it. So, hey, CB, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you, Gardner Josh. Thank you for supporting the Poop Troop. And thank you. And I know we talk about poop a lot. We're just jokers. We like to joke around. And we joke around and we laugh and we have fun. Like the other night, with the after party was freaking awesome. I had 10 people up in here. Wickshire Project, Mama Bear, Bob, Viper, me, Carol, our fishes, I mean. Who else was up here? I had, City Girl Country Heart. I had Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge. I had all those people and we were all up on the screen at once and we were just having a blast. There was like 10 people up here, Billy from Wickshire Project too. And we were just laughing and having such a great time. And yes, I know we talk about poop, but we're just joking. I mean, and it was funny because somebody the Poop Troop was made by the members of our community, you know, and that's why I created it. And if you go to our description, in the link there is, or in the description, there's a link to where we sell our merch. And if you see the t-shirt says, Poop Troop, you're my number 2. And then underneath it says, by fans for fans, because basically the fans made the Poop Troop, you know? So it's pretty awesome. Hello, Jinja Ninja, my number 1. What's up, girl? Corny ass fishes about some of the panels I have been on with her. I had her laughing so hard. Yeah. That's what it's all about, you know, is just getting on here, meeting new people and just having a heck of a good time. And, you know, every once in a while we get too deep, you know, but we know our limits on YouTube and we still have a good time. Uncle Al was there also and Gil. So we had so many people on the panel and Uncle Al was so funny. We absolutely love him. We don't actually know what we'd do without him. That's why I made that hashtag with Al Don't Quit, because I don't want him to quit. We love him on YouTube, and we wouldn't miss him if he went away. So I don't want him to go anyways. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. And somehow it always ends up in a poop conversation. I don't know why, but it just does. Been laying in bed shivering for 2 days. I don't know if I got bit by a tick or something, but I've been too weak to do anything. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could have gotten bit by a tick. I mean, if you did, the tick would still be there. So I would go to the doctor if you can, Ginger, and get that checked out, because if you get bit by a tick, it can be serious. And even if you don't have a tick that has Lyme's disease, you can get that disease where you can't eat meat, stuff like that. So I would definitely get checked out to make sure you're okay. Yeah, that'd be horrible. Hey, cute kitchen and beyond, beyond, beyond. What's up? No, I didn't lose the TV remote. However, I've lost weight. And oh yeah, we have Apple TV in the one living room. And we lost the remote for that. So now I have to use my phone to turn on the television. But other than that, my bro-in-law can't eat meat because of the tick bite. Yeah. So you gotta be real careful. I had on my winter robe, jogging pants, and the air off, still freezing and shivering. I'm so sorry. But around here it's been extremely cold, so I wouldn't expect any weirdness coming from that, because the last couple of days, specifically at night. I mean, the other night it was 48 degrees here, and that's really unusual for June. So it was pretty cold. 75. Yeah, you should. I don't know. I would definitely get checked out to make sure you're okay. And then if you are okay, maybe just up your vitamin intake. Yeah. Maybe there's just something going on, or something going around. Yeah, I lost some weight. I don't know if you guys can tell so much in my face, but I feel, I've lost weight. And then for the second time in a row, which never happens. My mom is not one to mention. But she's like, "Oh, you're losing weight." My mom told me. So yes, I am losing weight. It's pretty exciting. It's been 3 weeks and I feel good. I feel really good. I am tired, but I think it's just natural tiredness. I don't think it's tired because, I'm just, tired. Thank you. That's why I did this accountability, because it's keeping me on track, and I hope it keeps everybody on track as well. Yeah, I think the face is usually the first thing you see, and then everything else starts going. Like, then you'll start really dropping. Usually, you lose weight in your face first. So I'm really, really hoping that I stick to this, and no, I allow myself to have some carbs. I'm not doing complete keto, but I'm hoping that I can stick to this and lose more. And the summertime is really motivating too, because I'm busy, and I don't want to eat like heavy stuff, like you do in the winter. You want to have like soups and potatoes and stuff like that in the winter. In the summertime, I just want to eat light. I want to eat light, and I don't, and when you go to a picnic, it's easy to just like, oh, I can have a hot dog without the bun, please, or a hamburger without the bun. You can do that, and it makes it easy. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Rebel Canners. Hello, Trish. Thank you for coming in. Oh, you heard about me through fishes, huh? That's my girl. She's my number 2. Yeah, we love fishes around here. She's a good girl. I love having her on my show. Yeah. Well, Maybe I can lose it. I don't want to really lose my butt that much, but my love handles, that would be good. If I lost my love handles, that'd be great. Yes, she is. She's a good person. She bought me this headset, actually. I don't know if you guys can see the rainbow, but yeah, she's pretty cool. But yeah, so I just hope to stick to it and lose the weight. Don't lose your butt, my husband says. Yeah. I don't think I will. I've always had this butt, so I don't think I'm gonna lose it. But just like my love handles and stuff like that. I just want to be healthy. I posted, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I like to drink. And I don't like to drink. I'm like not an alcoholic or anything, but I like to drink occasionally, specifically in the summertime because it's just fun, So I found a drink that has stevia in it. It's an alcoholic beverage. It's called Truly, and there's only 1 gram of sugar in it, and it's stevia. There's stevia or whatever. So I got that. It's like seltzer water, tea, alcohol, hard cider mix, and it's pretty good. It does the trick. It's not like having a cold beer, but it does the trick, and it makes you feel like, especially at the end of the day when you're done with the garden and you just want to like sit in your lawn chair and like chill, having a drink is just so much, so cool. So I got that, and it's okay. It's okay. It'll do for the summertime. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's 100%. It's not like having a gin and tonic or something. I really love gin and tonic, but there's a lot of sugar in tonic water. So you'd have to get diet tonic, and then at that point, it's just no fun, right? So I got that stuff, and it's good. And the flavors are in it are kind of a little overwhelming. There's strawberry and peach tea and strawberry tea or whatever, and it's a little overwhelming. But it's good. It's okay because it gives you more of it's like a flavor. It's good stuff. Yes. There is CB. There's only one Uncle Al. I absolutely love Uncle Al. The last chat, I don't know if this will happen or not because I don't know. We haven't talked about it since. But Mama Bear and Viper were thinking about buying me a plane ticket so we could go out there. I'd fly to California and we would go and meet up with Uncle Al, which would be totally cool. Go and buy him a cup of coffee, and hang out with Uncle Al. That would be amazing. And we thought about documenting the whole thing because Viper and Mama Bear don't live too far from Uncle Al. So they were considering going and visiting him. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I'm like, you guys can't go and visit him without me. I'd be so mad, right? So hopefully we can make that happen. Hello, Dave, Southern Ohio Prepper in the house. What's up? Oh yeah, coffee. I should have grabbed a coffee. I'm like, but I haven't even ate anything yet. I'm going to end this at noon. I haven't ate anything yet. I'm going to go and get a shake. By the way, the shakes are good. I got the chocolate shake and then I got the vanilla, and I thought, well, if I'm really craving chocolate or something, which I don't really do, but being on a diet, sometimes you crave things that you don't normally crave. So I got the chocolate shake. And it's actually not bad. I thought it would be like overwhelmingly sweet because sometimes they do that with like the chocolate brands. And it's actually not that bad. So I'll probably have a chocolate shake for, breakfast here in a minute. I have lost weight. Super excited about that. I'm just watching my carbs, guys. Can't have the pastas. Can't have the bread. Can't do it. Some people need carbs. Some people need that. I just can't. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can do it every once in a while, and when I do it, it has to be like monitorized. It has to be, a small amount compared to your veggies and your protein. I like those pina colada pouches that you freeze, but I can't drink much anymore. Yeah, I can't really drink that much anymore either, and I noticed it messes with my joints. Like, the next day, I hurt. So I just have to watch. But the pina colada sounds good, and you actually a virgin pina colada is really good. I remember, my mom took me to Las Vegas for my 21st birthday, and the best thing about Las Vegas is you just hit that button and the woman comes over and asks you what you want. So you can get any alcoholic beverage that you want, they'll bring it to you. And I would always order the pina coladas, and they came in little cups, they were only like this big, unless you really ordered a drink. Typically the drinks were free and on the house if you're gambling. So I'd always order a pina colada, and it would be like a cup like this, pina colada, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. I mean, the whipped cream would be more than the alcohol, but they were so freaking good. It's the best pina colada I ever had. Okay, so what's going on? Gardner Josh, you're everywhere. Yeah, he is. He is everywhere. Trish, I have been on YouTube for 7 years. I got lots of friends. That's freaking awesome. I'm so glad. Yeah. And that's another reason why I started Media Mondays too, is so everybody can make friends and have a good time. And I really enjoy the after parties, stuff like that, because then you can talk to anybody, bring them up and have a good time. And yeah. So I've met a lot of good people that way, specifically Viper. Viper was a random person who just came up on my panel one day, and we've been friends ever since. It's been like 4 months now, and we've been good friends ever since. You just meet awesome people, So on top of shoveling poop yesterday, we got, I don't know if I showed a picture or not. By one barn I have on the side of the house, we mulched the front and the side, so it looks so put together. It looks so good. We really worked hard at that. I don't really know that I got these creeping thyme seeds from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and I thought it was going to be like a flowering kind, but I didn't realize that there's several different types of creeping thyme. One is a creeping thyme that's just like greenery. There's no flowers on it. So I'm really hoping I got one with flowers. We'll see. Yep, I'm still live. You just get to work, Vibe. I'll be on for like the next 10 minutes, y'all. But yeah, so I thought I got the creeping thyme that's like, looks like that has flowers, but so far I don't have any flowers or anything yet. We'll wait till the end of the summer, see how it does. I ran my fingers through it. Oh my God, it smells so good. I had like literally a half a garden tray of this stuff, and I planted it all along the side of the barn, and my flower and my, this is Memorex. What? Yeah, so I planted it in my herb bed too. But I didn't want it to take over. So I only planted like 3 things of it. And then along the barn out there, I planted a ton of it. I was told that deer don't like it, that certain bugs don't like it. So I think it would be a good addition out there. I think I am too young because I really don't get it. Sorry. I didn't watch a whole lot of TV growing up either, so I know, and I didn't watch cartoons. That's the funny part, is my brother was the major cartoon person, and I wasn't. I just liked playing in my room. I was just one of those kids that didn't watch TV that much. My husband was like, "You remember this cartoon?" And I'm like, "No, don't remember it because I didn't watch it. I just wasn't into cartoons." Okay, I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so I just didn't watch a lot of cartoons growing up. And Merry Melodies, I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand it. My brother used to watch that on Saturdays, and he was older. Like, my brother is 6 years older than me. He was older when he was watching it, and I was like, I hated it. I never watched it. Wasn't my thing. I mean, Bugs Bunny, it was okay. But yeah, so little details of my life right there. Hopefully, in the next chat, will be Sunday, I will have everything put together as far as the intro video with members of the Poop Troop. Mama Bear Prepping and Gardener Josh joined the Poop Troop, so I'll be adding them into the video as well. So I really appreciate it for joining the Poop Troop. 99 cents a month will get you emojis in the chat. It'll get you, pictures, stuff like that of the farm, directly sent to you, through the community page. And then members only chat, which I'm doing a members only chat on July 8th. So if you guys can make it July 8th by 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I hope to do a giveaway then for my members. Yes. I was just telling him about that. My husband gave me the go ahead to do it. So we just got to figure out the time. Also, our prayers have been answered as well for those that don't know. My husband had injured his shoulder at work. So for the past 4 months, he's been dealing with workman's comp. And it's a long, drawn-out process. He had to do physical therapy first before they would approve an MRI. And a week later, they approved an MRI. And then it was just, doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and waiting for approval. Well, just not even like 3 or 4 days ago, they approved the surgery. We were really kind of scared because the doctor that he went to said that they had never approved shoulder surgery in the 6 years that she had been there. So we were like, oh, great. But they had approved it. Workman Comp approved it. So we're waiting on that. The surgery, we don't know when. They have 11 days to appeal it if they want to, which I'm hoping they don't. And then after that, if they don't appeal it, which he never got wrote up or anything for it, so there's no reason why they shouldn't appeal it. They shouldn't appeal it. It should be all okay. But he's got 11 days until the surgeon approves gets the word out and approves the surgery. And at that point, he will have a surgery on his arm to get it fixed. And then at that point, he will have 6 weeks of his arm being strapped to his side and not being able to move it. So we'll be dealing with that. So our prayers have been answered, and he will be getting a surgery. We were concerned that they wouldn't approve a surgery and stuff like that, and we were trying to get prepared for that. But really, everything is fine. We're right on track with everything, and our prayers seriously have been answered. Somebody is definitely looking out for us, because that would have been all bad if he wouldn't have got this surgery. So watch the video I sent you in the messenger from Monograph. There's going to be a FF event, most likely on 4th of July, especially around the 40-minute marker on that video. Okay. Man, I've been there from the beginning, so happy for you. Yeah, for real. I did. Getting approved on workman's comp was, it was taking a toll on my husband. He was really starting to get worried. So I'm just glad that everything so far is working out in our favor. I was going to say around here, the first thing they want you to do is have a surgery. Yeah, it's been 4 months and we were just waiting approvals and stuff like that. And then they wouldn't even do an MRI without doing physical therapy. And when he'd go, basically physical therapy was a waste of time because he couldn't move his arm above his head or anything because it hurts so bad. So the physical therapist just, would just tell him, here, do this, and he'd just go like this. I mean, he couldn't do anything. It was ridiculous. But you have to go through all the steps of workman's comp and what they'll approve and stuff like that. Hello from Kate's Kitchen. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us today. My sister just had the surgery and she has been hurting and uncomfortable since. Yes, it takes a long time to recover from it. So, and he knows because his dad had it done. His dad had the same issue and it was workman comp as well. And his dad had major issues. The surgery went wrong. And so like a year later, he had bruising and just, stuff was wrong. So we're aware, and we just hope that it gets fixed, and prayers for my husband, and hope that everything goes okay, and he'll be back on track in a year and everything will be okay. I know my grandmother had torn rotator cuff surgery, my great-grandmother, and my great-grandmother had a rig in the basement where a pulley, and every day she worked on the pulley and pulled, those muscles in her arm. And they told her that she would never be able to raise her arm above her head again. And she could, because she worked that arm and those muscles in that arm. So, anything is possible. And if you work it hard enough, you can do it. So, thank you. Always be prepared. I appreciate you and thank you for the prayers. It's seriously been nerve-wracking, to say the least. It really has. We're at the point where we didn't know what is going to happen. So. Oh man. Yeah. Well, that was really nice of you from Kay's Kitchen. That's really, really, really nice of you to do that. All right, guys. Well, it is noon and I'm starving. I have not eaten anything. So I want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me today and learning that I've lost weight. If you are interested in losing weight with me, come every Friday morning to this accountability chat and we can talk about it. I can pull you up on the panel and we can talk about, your weight loss journey. So far, mine has been good. I've been staying away from breads and pastas and all of that stuff. And I'm definitely losing weight. And it's funny because I don't even have much of a double chin either. Like I'm losing weight for sure. So I'm really excited. It's tough once you have a baby, and I'm getting older. I hate to say that, but it's true. And so anything and everything gets, I gain weight, and I'm only 5 foot tall too. So that doesn't help either. So, it's okay. I came on, at 11 and I'm starving. So I'm going to go and have a shake. Thank you, Harvey Black. Thank you for shouting me out on Gray Man the other day. I really appreciate you. You're good people. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. And it's tough with living with my mom. I don't live with my mom, but she lives next door. And she always brings over sweets, cookies, and stuff like that. My husband even said, I'm going to have to tell her to stop bringing that stuff over because I'm not eating it, but he ends up eating it. And he's like, I'm going to end up being a diabetic because she just keeps bringing the sweets over. And then the other day, my mom and I were having a conversation about diabetes. And I told her, I said, people who have diabetes have a meal plan. You might not think that they do, but they do. It's 20 carbs in the morning, 24 carbs for a snack, and then 2 60 carb meals during the day. I said, if you have to follow that, because if you eat more than that, your sugar could spike, and stuff like that. And my mom's like, oh, I hope I don't become a diabetic. That would suck. Well, she's very close to it because all she eats is like sausage sandwich. Oh, my mom is a sausage sandwich aficionado. She'll like go to the gas station and eat sausage sandwiches. Or like, my mom is super skinny. Don't get me wrong. My mom is like fit for her age. She's like 75, you know. But she's just like, she just loves sweets and all the stuff that you shouldn't eat. So I'm trying to keep her on track as well. We walked the other day. So it's just tough because she eats sweets constantly and then brings them over to my house. Fasting is the key to weight loss. Try the snake diet. It worked for me. I lost 25 pounds in a month. That's awesome. That's the only problem is I got to really watch the fasting part because I could lose all that 25 pounds and then I'd probably gain it back, you know? So I just have to be careful. I'm just really watching my carbs. I'm not doing keto. However, I'm just watching the breads, the pastas, and all of that. And so far, and of course, you know, I like potatoes. Gotta stay away from potatoes. I was really proud of myself the other day because we went out and I got a wrap. And though it wasn't 100% carb free, you know, it was still healthier than getting the bread. And then I wanted fries, so I got sweet potato fries instead of regular fries, and it was okay. You know, I can deal with that. It was still carbs, but it was healthier than getting the French fries and all that. So I was really proud of myself. You got to make healthy alternatives too. You know, you got to still live your life. You can't just like say no carbs altogether. You can't live like that. But cutting back, you can do, you know. So that's what I've been doing, and I just got to stay in control. That's why I started doing these accountabilities because it keeps me on check too. You guys are going to wonder if I'm losing anything or how I'm doing. And I, you know, so that's another reason why I haven't cut Friday mornings, even though I don't get a whole lot of people in here. It's another reason why I haven't cut it yet, because it really, it's helping me. So it's helping me stay accountable. No, you eat like a snake. Eat a big meal and then don't eat for 3 days and let your body live off the body fat, drinking salt water for electrolytes. Interesting. I'll have to do some research on it. I fast for 14 hours before I eat. I do make use of special diabetic shakes. Yeah. Yeah, and I know you did the comparison between the diabetic shake from Slim Fast and the keto shake. And, you know, keto doesn't have any sugar in it either. So I didn't do the diabetic shake. I'm not a diabetic. I'm trying to keep from being a diabetic because I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant. And they say when you have that, your chances of becoming a diabetic are really high. So I have to watch what I eat. Salt water, I thought that wasn't good for you to drink. I don't think it is good for you to drink. However, having salty, like I've been eating sunflower seeds, which have like no carbs in them whatsoever. I've been eating sunflower seeds and those have a lot of salt in them, and that is good for you, especially during the summertime. You just got to make sure you drink lots of water, which the salt is supposed to make you thirsty, and you drink lots of water. So it works. All right, guys, it is 12:09, and I'm going to head out. But I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me on accountability. And if you can, try and make it with me. You know, my goal was to wake up early to come onto the show and do it by 11 o'clock every day instead of sleeping in. And I woke up at 10. And I'm here. I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it. And that's the whole point. So come and hang out with me on Friday mornings if you're interested in losing weight, and share your weight loss stories and share your concerns as to, you know, hey, I'm craving this, or hey, I'm craving that, you know, and we'll talk you through it. I love you too. Seriously, I love you guys. You guys are awesome friends. Some of the best friends I've ever met here on YouTube. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm going to do a Sunday night. So Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Media Mondays. So check us out then. And don't forget to watch some of my videos. I have an awesome garden video. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.